guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Christine. I am a certified professional makeup artist. If you'd like to learn about makeup and beauty tips and tricks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. In this video, I would like to share with you guys a makeup look that can be worn by anyone, from young to mature women. It's a makeup look that will look amazing on every skin tone. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what I'm doing here, guys, is just really going through my skincare routine. I'm gonna just speed through this. It's not gonna be long. The reason I decided to include this in this video this time around was because I wanted you guys to know that this is actually one of the most important steps in makeup application. Yes, you have to make sure that your skin is prepped well in order for your makeup to look good. So do not forget that. Make sure you're prepping your skin well before you start your makeup routine. After skincare, I'm going in with my foundation. I'm using the IDOLE by Lancome. All the products I'll be using in this video will be listed in the description below, and they're all Lancome products except the lashes. I'm applying my foundation with a dampen beauty blender. And just as a side note, guys, if you have dry skin, use a beauty blender to apply your foundation. You will see that the way it applies the foundation is so much better than using a brush. Or if your preference is a brush, go ahead and make sure you're applying that foundation in a stippling motion. This will help your foundation to lie better or lay better on the face, and you're not going to disrupt the dryness on your face. And I will bring this foundation all the way up underneath my eye. I normally don't do this, but today I wanted my whole face to be balanced. So I'm just applying it like all over my face. Okay, after I've applied translucent powder all over my face, including on the top of my eyes, because I use a translucent powder to set my primer, I'm gonna go in and apply the lightest shade in that palette. Now this palette is from Lancome. It was in one of their free gifts. I don't remember what year it was, but I'm just gonna use this lighter shade on the lid area, and that's as far as I will go with this one. Now I'm going to use the gray color in here, and I'm just going to focus that color at the outer V and just kind of bring it almost to the inner part of the eye, but really not quite all the way to the inner part, but just stopping just a little short of the inner part of the eye. And I'm placing this right in the crease of the eye. I forgot to mention, guys, that I have also did my eyebrows off camera, and the products that I used was Lancome products. I will also list that in the description as well. Now I'm going back in with that same gray color. I'm just going to apply this higher, so I'm just going right above the crease with this color. And I'm just going in with a different brush. It's going to pick up that product just a little bit heavier. I'm using the deepest shade in the palette. I'm gonna apply this at the outer V. I just want to add a little bit more depth to the eye, so I'm just gonna go over that gray that I've applied earlier, and I'm just gonna go not all the way in, but I'm stopping like right at the center of the eye, and I'm just applying this right in the outer V and right at the crease. Now I'm just blending out this color. That's all I'm doing. And I'm doing some more blending. So I'm going back in with that darker shade. I would like a little bit more depth to the eye, so I'm just going back in until I get the desired effect that I'm looking for. Now I'm going in with the shimmery color in here, and I'm going to apply this right at the inner part of the eye and I'm gonna drag it to the center of the eye, and I'm not going above the crease. I am stopping right at the crease with this color. Now I'm just really going in to blend out this color. That's all I'm doing here. This whole makeup look is just a game of applying and blending. Going back in with that gray again. I'm going to focus this on the lower part of the eye just because I want the eye to look well balanced. I'm going to apply that gray like I'm applying an outer wing, and I'm also going to apply a little bit higher on the eye. I'm going to apply this right above the crease as well. Just blending again. And I'm applying back a little bit more of that darker color because I placed the gray just a little bit higher than I needed to go. So I'm just applying that color. All I'm going to be doing now, guys, is to apply some more of the dark color and blend it out, and apply some more and blend it out until I get the desired deepness or darkness that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to move on to the rest of the eye. Moving on to eyeliner. The one that I'm using is the one from Lancome. It's the Grandiose eyeliner. It's in the color black. And I'm just applying a very thin eyeliner. And the reason is because I'm about to put some lashes on, and I don't want a thick eyeliner. The thicker the line, the more smaller it's gonna make my eye appear, and I don't want that. I already have like a dark color in my eye, so I just need to keep this line as thin as possible. Moving on to adding some smoky effect to the lower lash line. I'm using that same color that I use above the eye, just to add a little bit of smokiness to it. I'm basically going to be using all the colors that I've used on the upper part of the eye, and I'm going to bring those colors at the lower lash line. Now I'm using the same purpley shimmery color, and I'm going to apply this on the inner part of the eye but at the lower lash line. After curling my lashes and applying mascara, I'm moving on to the face. Here I'm applying my concealer. This one is from Lancome, and I like to apply my concealer with a brush. I am spraying it with a setting spray because I don't like to use a powder underneath my eye. So to prevent creasing, I use a setting spray. And I also like to use a brush to blend out this concealer. And the reason is because I have fine lines under my eyes, and I just really feel like the brush really distribute the product evenly, and it makes it apply thinner rather than thicker or thick underneath my eye. So I'm going back in with my concealer just in the area that I think I need a little bit more coverage. I'm applying it with a dampened beauty blender. I have sprayed the beauty blender with a setting spray, and this one is from Lancome, and it's the Fix It and Forget It. I noticed that when I use this technique, my concealer does not settle at all, which I am loving, because with fine lines, it's really a struggle with concealer, because sometimes if your concealer is settling, it makes you look a whole lot older than you are. And I have done trial and error until I finally find something that works. Here I'm applying the translucent setting powder from Lancome. I love this under my eyes because it doesn't crease, guys, which I'm loving it, because I used to use the Laura Mercier and it's just too drying, so I cannot use the Laura Mercier. But I have been loving this one from Lancome, and as you guys can see, I'm using this powder very, very lightly. I am not using a lot of it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my face. On to highlighting. I am highlighting my face for my specific face shape. And this concealer is also from Lancome. And the one that I use to highlight my face is not hydrating. It's the one that's their all over concealer. You can use it for highlight, contour, or even a foundation. And I always use a setting spray on whatever I'm using to blend out the product. This way I am literally setting every single step that I'm applying to my face. This will help my foundation or whatever product I'm putting on to last throughout the day. I'm sorry, I was just getting into those music I was listening to. Now I'm gonna move on into my duo finish powder from Lancome. Love this powder. If you've never tried, get you one. You can use it wet or dry. I'm using it dry. The color I'm using is in the color 430. I love how it makes my skin look. It's have become one of my very favorite powder, and it's not drying on the skin because, like I said, I have dry skin and I just don't need anything to dry my skin out. So and I'm contouring based on my specific face shape. And guys, this foundation stick is actually a powdery foundation. It's a foundation stick that turns to powder. That's why I went ahead and I can apply over that powder. If you're using a cream contour, I would not recommend that because cream does not blend well over powder. So maybe the next time I need to do it right, just in case if you guys are watching and you see me doing this and you're probably thinking that my foundation stick is cream based, but it really isn't. It turns to powder when it touches your face. So I love this one as well. I'm just blending this out. And the way that I'm contouring my face is to add some length to it because she's been eating the stuff she don't have to be eating, Lord, I promise you. Now I'm going in to set that contour. I'm using the Lancome translucent powder in deep. Love this powder as well. I know I keep saying I love these products, but I do, guys. I would not be using it on my face if I didn't love it. You know how when you get a translucent powder, and especially if you are a person of color, it's so hard to find translucent powder that doesn't give you that sheet-like effect on your face or leave that whiteness on the face. These does not do that. That's why I'm loving it, and it's not drying, which is another plus. And just in case you may be wondering, no, Lancome has not sponsored this video. I just wanted to create a video to show you guys how to use your Lancome product. There are many people who have several Lancome products and they're not aware of the several ways that they can use them. So if I was able to show you another way that you can use a Lancome product that you have, I hope that you try it out and see the many ways you can use it and the many benefits you can get from it. For example, I love their translucent powder. I use it for contouring just by itself. I have to show you guys that video one day. And I am referring to the deep translucent powder, just so you know. With the white translucent powder, I'm just sharpening that contour line. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more lightness to the areas that I've placed that concealer. But when I get under my eye, I'm going to apply this powder at the lower part of my eye, totally avoiding any place where I have those fine lines. Applying this lipstick. This one is also by Lancome. Now that I'm almost finished, I'm gonna go ahead and dust off this translucent powder. Applying me some blush. This one is the Blushing Tresor from Lancome. Now this color is more of like a orangey tone, but it's perfect for a lighter skin tone than my skin tone. So mostly what I'm using this for is for the shimmer rather than for the color. And I really love the highlight that this blush actually adds to my skin. And if you guys have never tried Lancome's highlighters, oh my goodness guys, you need to. Those highlighters are velvety and buttery. It's awesome. So now I'm gonna go on and apply these false lashes. Here I'm just applying my liner over my lash band just to make sure that everything is blended right. And here's the final look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are. And just a reminder, if you guys do enjoy a video like this, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on the videos that I post. So I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourself and your family. Bye.